Welcome to Soul Session, where we celebrate and explore the depths of our being for guidance and direction. My name is Sunshine Daye, and our topic today resonates deeply with our journey towards self improvement and living that good life. Today, we're going to address compliments and criticism, the powerful force of judgment from others. Wow. Are you ready to dive into this? Because, as we pursue living our best life, we come across the heavy weight of judgment of from other people. And the truth is that judgment can be a double-edged sword that pierces through the inner peace and it shakes us up. I know it has for me. The impact of judgment uh, from people judging my past or people judging decisions and choices that you make or judging your lifestyle or your aspirations or even judging mine. I mean, these judgments can leave us feeling inadequate. They could leave us feeling ashamed or even doubtful about our own ability to live life fully. As someone who values personal development and spiritual growth, I understand firsthand how this journey can sometimes be clouded uh, by the shadows of the opinions of others. Well, what's your opinion? What do you think? What do you think I should do? What? What? Do you think this? Do you think that? Huh? 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 Well, here's a quick story. Imagine two identical plants, and these plants are tended by the whispers of compliments and criticism. Plant A receives compliments and it blooms and it grows vibrantly, while plant B receives criticism, it droops, it dulls, it shrinks. Now, we realize that by accepting these external judgments, it's kind of like handing someone the watering can of our life. And when we allow the outside world to control the vitality of our self worth, that can be quite disappointing. Um, I know what it's like to get compliments. And to tell you the truth, I enjoy compliments. But there's a downside to that double edged sword. This is what I'm talking about earlier. When we eagerly accept compliments, it's as if we're surrendering our sense of self to the praise of others. I mean, we become like plant A, relying on these external voices and only thriving when the spotlight of approval is upon us. And on the flip side of that double edged sword, when we internalize criticism, it's like allowing weeds of self doubt to take root, to choke us out. Ugh. And our potential for growth and happiness diminishes. Um, the garden of compliments and of criticism on social media or in our family and friends circle, it can be overwhelming. I mean, public judgment, it can feel like spotlights, many spotlights, exposing our weaknesses. So don't let the opinions of others dictate to you how you perceive yourself. And that might be easier said than done. But here's the profound truth about it all. If we let criticism or compliments dictate our self worth, we become like puppets, and it's the puppeteer, or we begin dancing to the strings that are being pulled by somebody else. When we place the key of our happiness in the hands of others, we're allowing them to determine whether we feel beautiful about ourselves or whether we feel successful or even worthy. So, what's the solution in this garden of opinions? Well, I mean, it's simple and yet it's profound. Become the gardener of your own soul. Get to know who you are and enjoy it. whether you're quirky, whether you're silly, whether you are loud or soft or introvert or extrovert. Get to know yourself and enjoy being you. Instead of relying on this external validation, water your own garden with self-love and nurture your authentic self. Bask in the sunlight of your own approval. And because sometimes it is easier said than done, here's 3 simple steps that you can begin today, right now, to achieve rising above the judgments of others. The first one is to embrace your authentic self. I've already said that, but understand that your journey is unique and you're not anybody else, and that your choices are valid. This is the way you learn, and this is the way you're navigating through life. And instead of seeking external validation, connect with your inner self. Surround yourself with people who appreciate you for your quirks and your talents and your gifts and who you are, rather than who they want you to be, right? So begin by appreciating yourself and embrace your authentic self. Second, recognize that judgment, it stems from the insecurities of other people. It's their own insecurities that they're projecting upon you. So when you realize that, as you begin to develop compassion, you can shift your perspective, that instead of internalizing these judgments, understand that these are just simple projections from other people's fears and their uncertainties and their own insecurities, and respond with empathy so that you're breaking free from the shackles of judgment and you're cultivating this space of understanding. This person must be speaking from their own perspective, because certainly they're not speaking from mine. And it's okay to silently say to yourself, no, thank you. This is number 3. And it doesn't matter if people are giving you a compliment or if they're criticizing you or judging you. Silently say to yourself, no, thank you. And don't accept the judgment. Don't accept the criticism. Don't accept the compliment as the truth about you. You take control of the narrative. Out loud, you might respond like, I appreciate your perspective. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. However, in your own mind, when you're being complimented or criticized or judged, just say, no, thank you. You know the narrative of your life. You create that narrative because you're the gardener of your soul. Here's one spiritual practice that you can begin that is going to help you transform the way you hear and accept criticism and judgments, and even compliments. Each day, just take a few minutes for some mindful reflection. Just close your eyes, breathe, breathe softly, breathe deeply, but begin to visualize yourself as whole, perfect, and complete. Begin to love yourself. I love me. I love who I am. I love how I show up. And with each breath, let go of the judgment. Oh, you're too loud. Oh, you're too silly. Oh, you're too quirky. Oh, you're da 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 da. Let go of those judgments and criticisms and replace them with affirmations of self-love and acceptance. I love how loud I am. I love expressing myself in this way. I am perfect. I'm whole. I'm complete. I love myself. And not only does this practice ground you in the present moment, but it also strengthens your resilience so that when these judgments or criticisms or compliments come, that you're able to simply know the truth and be centered in yourself. Because you know what, beloved? It's time to break free. It's time to experience the freedom and break free from those chains of dependence on other people's idea about your self-worth. That's why it's called self-worth, not others' worth. So embrace compliments with gratitude, but don't let them define you. And remember that the judgments are not a reflection of your worth, but a reflection of the beliefs and the insecurities of other people. I mean, you can hear the criticisms with an open mind, but don't let them dim your inner light. By knowing yourself and by enjoying yourself and enjoying who you are, you begin to reclaim the power to cultivate a life beyond your wildest dreams, a life that blooms with beauty and resilience and abundance and peace and joy, because you're being your authentic self. Embrace authenticity, cultivate compassion, practice mindful reflection. And by doing so, you empower yourself to overcome the challenges of your journey, and you begin to grow in consciousness and in awareness. Let me know what part of this you're going to practice this week by typing it into the chat. Let me know if this was inspirational for you. I want to read your comments and respond. Thank you so much for being part of Soul Session. Until the next time, know that you are loved.
Thanks for joining us for Soul Session from Vida Spiritual Learning Center. If you found this meaningful, let us know. Please leave a comment, question, or suggestion below. For more information, you can visit our website at VidaSLC.org, where you can also make a tax-deductible contribution to support our free programming. Remember to like, share, and subscribe so you can be notified of future programs. And thanks. We'll see you next time for Soul Session.